What's up everybody? Bill with Honest Open Permaculture Hop Farm, and it's time to plant some strawberries outside. In my previous video, I was showing you how I was planting my strawberry roots in pots, containers, and a gutter, but yesterday I planted about 50 strawberry roots in the ground. Let me show you how I did that. So if you missed my previous video on the strawberries in containers, got these strawberries from Johnny's Seeds, and Mrs. Hop Farm said she ordered 40, and we ended up ordering actually 75. So I am scrounging to find places to put them, which is, you know, it's a good problem to have, I'll say that. But the first thing I did is I came back here in this area where I covered with mulch, and I moved the mulch aside with the hard rake. After I was done moving the mulch aside, making the rows that I wanted to make for the strawberries, I came in with the hard rake again and really started to dig up the top few inches of the soil. Now I planted the strawberries in two different ways. One way is the less disturbance of the ground, and then I have another way where it's more disturbance on the ground, but it gets it done quicker. So once I pulled back the mulch, I went in and I dug an individual hole for the root that I'm about to plant. Instead of going in and messing up the whole row, I just dug an individual hole. I would move the dirt out of the hole, make a little mound in the middle of the hole like I did on our containers, drape the strawberry plant over the little mound, and then cover the roots. Ideally, you want to cover them 4, 6, 8 inches deep, but keeping the crown above the ground. That's a little rhyme to help you remember. Keep your crown above the ground. And the crown is the part of the strawberry plant that was sticking above the ground at the farm it was growing at. You'll be able to tell when you open them up and you look really close at your strawberries. So that way takes a lot longer, but in my opinion, it's less tillage on the ground and your ground will probably enjoy it more. The second way was using the hard rake to go even deeper. Just using the hard rake, standing up straight. You don't have to keep bending over all the time or getting down low. You can stand up and you can just keep pulling the dirt out of the trench. Make you a nice deep trench, maybe about 6 inches deep or so. And then come through and put little mounds all in the trench. It's almost working like an assembly line. So pull all the mulch back first, dig your trench next, put little mounds next, and then come through and drape your roots over the mounds, and then come through and push the dirt and the mulch back over. Now I would definitely recommend doing it the faster way. I mean, if you have nothing but time on your hands, take your time, do it the way you want to. But if you can get it done a little bit faster by using that tool, I would recommend it. So once we got all the crowns planted, I don't need to water because it was going to rain that night. One of the reasons I plant them when I plant them is when I see rain coming, I like to try to get stuff in the ground a day, 2, 3 days before the rain's going to come, and then let the rain water it. I didn't even soak these roots in a bucket of water. I did get them wet the night before when I planted the roots in the containers. I got the whole bunch wet and put them back in the bag, so they did stay hydrated, and they got hydrated overnight slowly. Now I haven't had a whole lot of luck with strawberries in the past. In the food forest area, did pretty well. This area, this will be the third planting I've tried in this area for strawberries. I'm thinking it was the strawberry roots I bought, because it was those bare roots that you can buy from the big box stores like Tractor Supply that come in a tall cylinder container. They got a bag in there with really small roots. I have 3 in that corner that's made it in the past 2 years I've tried planting out here. This will be the 3rd year. I've had 3 make it. The food forest area, the first year, did really well. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just this area, the soil wasn't ready for it yet. I don't know, but if it doesn't work this year, definitely not putting strawberries in this spot again. We'll move in more stuff like bushes. The bushes seem to do okay. We got some blueberries back here and some choke cherries, so we'll start doing that instead. I did mulch this area probably, I don't know, 2 weeks, week and a half before I planted out there, which really did help with the weed pressure. There was a good amount of weeds in here, but with mulching it 4 to 6 inches deep with the wood chips that I have, it drowned out a lot of it. And when I dug my trenches, there wasn't a whole lot of weeds, and the the hard rake got them out pretty easily, and then I pulled a few out with my hands. It was pretty easy. You guys let me know what you thought about shooting a video in this way. This is the first time I've shot one like this, where I've done all the work, just recorded myself doing all the work, and then I sit down and kind of talk to you about what I did. I did it this way because I've seen other people do it, and I am the stay-at-home parent, so I was doing this with the boy in the stroller right behind you. We had a pop-up right here too. So I mean, every few minutes, if he woke up or I need to attend to him, I was going and tending to him. And it's really hard to sit here and have a conversation or do something, you know, for my at-home parents know, for 15 minutes straight unless they're asleep. He does take good naps out here, so I do try to get a lot of work done when he's out here taking naps. But if he wakes up, I think it may be easier for me to just go ahead and record everything I'm doing. We'll come back later like we are now, and we'll try to narrate it, talk about what I did. Let me know what you think about that down in the comments, if it worked for you, if you want me to still do the narration while I'm doing it. Remember, this is my first time doing it in this manner, so I'm kind of trying to figure out the curve also here. But I also see a lot of good channels like Josh doing stuff like this, and the no-till gardeners. They do a lot of stuff like this where they're in the greenhouse talking to you about what they're doing with panning over what they did. I think it's really cool to kind of mix it up. I'm going to try something a little bit different. If you're not mixing it up every once in a while, you're usually not growing. So don't be afraid to mix it up, guys. Oh, and don't be afraid to be honest with me. I'm a big boy. I can take it. On that note, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't smashed that thumbs up already, please do so, and subscribe. Make sure you bang that bell notification. It'll let you know every time we put a video out. Later, guys.